Warp Type Wednesday.
Gotta be jealous, Jay, because I went to Blink 182 last night.
I'm not jealous though, Russ, because I'm going Monday.
I didn't want to give you too many spoilers, so I was like, I'll just send him a few pictures at the concert.
I appreciate it. I do know a little too much about it already, though.
Because my wife was asking me, she's like, "Oh, did you look up any set list?" And I was like, "No, I'm just gonna go and whatever they play, they play. I'll be surprised."
Yeah. Obviously, I have looked up a set list because I was making some complaints to you last night.
But yeah, I went with my buddies. I went. I bought one ticket, but I did drive up with my friends, and we parked and walked a couple blocks to the venue. Got there, got some food. I did not watch there's a opening band called Ecstasy, I guess. Never heard of them. So we just got food during that time and then checked out the merch tables and then Pierce the Veil took the stage. So I was like, all right, let's get to our seats. I kind of know a few songs from them. I started listening to them when I heard they were on the tour, and I was like, I'll get familiar with the music and see if I like it.
Yeah.
But it was overall good show.
Any complaints?
No, the only complaint I would say, which is weird, my friend was saying, I guess they're playing with a click track now, and it just seemed all the tempos of the songs were so slow.
Really?
I was like, wow. He's like, I looked up, older tours, and he's like, dude, everything was double time, so fast.
Yeah.
And it was just some of the songs just seemed like they were dragging out. I mean, it sounded tight, obviously, because if you get a click track, you're going to be all on time.
But when you think pop punk, you think fast and aggressive, not.
Yeah, well, I'm like, even why aren't they pulling the tempos from the CD, which you recorded it at? It seems almost slower than your CD version. So I don't know, but it was a good time. It was good to see Tom back with the band playing, and I mean, they did do a song they did "Bored to Death," which Matt Skiba sang and played guitar on. So Tom do that. So it was interesting to see that.
Nothing from 9 though, right?
I don't think so. I don't
Isn't
think
that interesting? Yeah, why don't they play more of Neighborhoods too? There's a few bangers on Neighborhoods they don't ever get to.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And can I bring up the complaint I made to you last night?
Yeah, I mean that doesn't.
As I know the set, I know the set list. And I know Blink 182 has a ton of hits, but here's the deal: they just went on tour last year, and the only new song they played was "Edging." And that was their chance to play all their hits, which they did just a year ago. I was literally watching Blink this time last year at some point.
Yeah, I did miss that tour because it was super expensive, and they were only coming to Madison Square Garden. And I was like,
yeah, they came to Charlotte. Me and Haley went. But that was the hits tour. Wow. So back in the day, they used to play a lot from the current CD. I'd say 80-90% of the songs. I remember for a fact when Take Off Your Pants and Jacket came out, they played so much of that album. I bet they only skipped 2 songs, if that. With stuff mixed in from Dude Ranch, Cheshire Cat, and Enema. Now, obviously, I know they got more CDs out now, so it's harder to do that. And there's a lot of songs people really want to hear when they go, and I get that too. But there's a lot of songs on this new album I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear Blink Wave live. Bad News would be kind of cool live. Turpentine, which I think they actually do play. What's the other one? You Don't Know What You Got till it's almost gone. Whatever that one's called.
Okay.
The Boxcar Racer song.
I don't know the name of it, but I know what song it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to hear some of these songs live, some newer stuff. I feel like they're catering too much to the radio hits, and throw in some more of that Neighborhoods album that you never really played when you toured.
Right.
I think they played After Midnight, Up All Night, which I think they still play, and maybe Heart's All Gone or something. Possibly. When they did that tour.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. When you tour an album, it's to play the album. So play the damn album. I don't know.
Rant over.
Rant's over. Sorry for the swear word. Oh, my bad.
Let us let us know if you guys are going to catch Blink 182 this summer on the One More Time tour. Should be a good time if you head out to it. The next concert I'll be going to, I believe, is Avril Lavigne and Simple Plan is
That's cool.
playing at the same venue there. So I'm more
You know
excited
what
about Simple Plan, but I'll see
they should
Avril.
have
I never seen
they
her
should
before.
they should have called that tour Still Hot.
I dig it.
That'd be funny. The Still Hot tour.
The Still
Um,
Hot.
the next tour I'll be seeing in August is Smashing Pumpkins, which I'm excited about, even though Billy
Nice.
Corgan's old as the hills now. Because that was my first favorite band before Blink. So
That's a good
never
one. Yeah.
saw them. Be cool.
My wife, yeah, loves them too. Them and Nine Inch Nails are her two bands.
Nin.
Good old Nin.
Yeah.
We do have one more concert we're going to actually at Madison Square Garden. I've never been there for a show or any other event, and it's Incubus with Coheed and Cambria.
There you go.
So it should be a pretty interesting showtime there. I've seen Incubus a few times. I've seen them way back in the day on the Family Value store, like
That's
nine
awesome with like Limp
95.
Bizkit.
Yes. And we actually talked to the guitarist very shortly because we were like out in the lobby and he was like cruising around and he was telling us he likes skateboarding, but they won't let him skate while on tour because if he falls and hurts his hand, obviously you can't play
Right.
guitar.
Yeah, that would suck.
But yeah, I saw him that and I seen him a few years after that. They came through with Deftones. They like
Okay.
opened up, I believe, with for Deftones.
Yeah.
But this tour that they're doing is, I believe they're playing all of Morning View, the album Morning View, which I'm not a huge fan of. That's the
Okay.
album after Make Yourself, which has a lot of the hits when they got like radio big. But
Yeah. I don't know. I never liked Coheed and Cambria. I mean, I didn't hate them. I just didn't. I don't know. They just didn't appeal to me.
well,
But they
that
were.
was all with Incubus.
Oh,
Coheed I've seen a few times.
I think I
And
saw them at Warp Tour once for sure.
oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I never seen Incubus. But like, I only know like 3 or 4 songs from Incubus, the radio stuff. So
Right. Well, we'll see. That's their summer concert lineup. Maybe
that's
there'll be
cool.
something else. Should be good to get out to some shows. Um, other than that, movies. You seen any movies? The Deadpool 3's out.
No, don't give a crap about Deadpool. To say it nicely. Yeah, the only movie that I'm looking forward to seeing, Russ, is coming out in September, and that's Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, yeah. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I'll probably build it up way too much in my mind. It'll disappoint me like most things do, but hopefully not. I tried to go into the last Ghostbusters really open minded. I feel like I enjoyed that movie more with that
I still
state
got
of
to see
mind.
that. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. Frozen
I
Empire.
I took both my kids to see it, and
Hmm.
like I gotta be honest with you, there was one point when I was like, "This actually might be too scary for you." There was luckily my son does no fear and like nothing freaks him out, so he was like,
Nice.
"This is cool," but my daughter I was a little worried about.
Oh boy.
There was a few scenes where it was a little creepy because I was a little freaked out of the original Ghostbusters with the dogs and
Yeah.
the I don't remember when the lady came out and she had like all bubbles all over her, that like freaked me out as a kid too. What is up with this?
Hmm.
But I don't know. Is there anything else good coming out that I should know about?
I bet there is. What did we say? Because I asked the wife, I was like, "Oh, you're going to the movies," and she's like, "Oh, you want to see this and this?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I also wanted to go see Deadpool."
Yeah,
Um,
I just
oh,
don't like Marvel movies really.
well, she did want to see. There's a uh, Quiet Place Day One,
Weird. Oh yeah, is that like the like a kind of
like
a
a
weird
prequel.
zombie type movie or something?
Oh, it's like aliens, I guess, and
Okay, yeah,
she
that'd be
makes
cool. I'd see
sounds.
that.
They come out after you. I almost want to look up here. Summer movies
Yeah, look them up.
2024. What else is coming out in
Let's
the
chat
box
movies,
office?
Russ.
We got Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Is Will Smith in it?
Yeah, Will Smith and the other guy.
Chris Rock?
No, not Chris Rock.
He's gonna slap him again.
What the heck is?
It's
Why
the end
can't
of
I
the
think of
movie.
his name? Uh,
It doesn't
it,
matter.
it doesn't matter. What else was coming out here? Despicable Me 4. I think that's
Oh
already out.
god.
Uh,
Can that be any good? How many like despicable movies do we need? I hate it when they run stuff into the ground. Come up with something new.
Twisters. The
Somebody was talking
sequel.
about that today. Yeah, my friend was talking about that today at work.
Yep. So that one's
That's not that
coming
might
out.
be that actually might be kind of rad.
Um, and new Alien movies coming out. Alien Romulus. So I haven't seen much about that.
Weird.
Let's see what else is coming out. Nope, nope, don't know
I feel
that.
like I need to. I go to the movies about once every 6 months. Is it when's the new Sonic movie coming out? The third one.
I
It's
mean,
got to
got
be
to
the
be
third one.
next year, right?
Yeah, my son keeps asking about it.
So far, I'm scrolling through these like top movies on Rolling Stone here, and it's not a whole lot of coming out. Beverly Hills Cop, I guess, is coming out July 3rd, so that's out now.
Hmm.
Um, Nothing else here. Twisters, yep. Deadpool.
Just a bunch of nostalgia baiting.
I guess there's a Borderland movie coming out.
Is it true? This is not a movie, but is it true that Netflix is going to do a Zelda series? Do we know that to be confirmed?
Okay, so I got some
Because
insider information here.
are you joking?
No, but like, who was I talking to? Oh, I was talking to my buddy Tom Ryan. Okay, and he was like, "Who was that Nintendo rep?" We did Retro World Expo one year, and we had Nintendo come out. They had like a rep, and
Okay,
he posted up. He was just there for like 2 hours giving out free swag, and he actually was
cool,
posted up next to my booth, and like we kind of became friendly with him. And then I
cool.
found out he comes out to the local Targets in our area to like stock stuff or do anything. So his name's
So did you ask him? What you should have said is, "Yo, can I have that Mario on the pole when you're
Right.
done with it?" Call a boy.
Yo, when I was at side story, when I was at SoCal, there was a booth there that had like 5 of those. No
How do
joke.
people get those? You just run in with. So you know what's funny is I have the tool that can remove that thing because it came inside my Wii U kiosk.
Oh, see?
And
So
there's been a few times when I
we're gonna
thought
do a
I should
heist.
just run in there, pull it off, and run out with it because they
That's
don't
it.
stop you anyway. Because looting is not criminalized anymore. You can just steal whatever you want, and all they can do is point at you and look.
So, this long backstory. So, my buddy Tom was at Target, kind of shopping around, and he saw Pasquale's his name was
Pasquale.
chatting with the family, and he overheard Pasquale saying, "Did you know Nintendo's doing a Zelda live action
Ho ho ho.
movie or series? I don't know which one, but we thought it was going to be animated, so it's going to be live action." And I'm like, "Are they going to have Link talk in it, or is he going to be just mute? You like the games?"
Yeah,
So
weird.
that'd be interesting.
He's probably
So
gonna say, "Excuse me,
there's
princess."
no way he's saying.
That'd be so funny. That should be like
But
the very last thing he says.
we'll
The
see.
movie
So
goes
maybe
off.
a Zelda series.
Dude, I think that would be if they could do it right. I think a Zelda series would be so entertaining.
I mean, and then might as well do a Metroid series. Like I've seen an awesome
Oh,
fan made
please do a
trailer
Metroid.
that looked
Please do a Metroid.
great.
Like,
So
yeah, they would kill. I love Metroid. That'd be so cool too.
I mean, I assume this is what they plan so they made the Mario movie. Mario 2 is coming out, and they have plans of like these other properties. So it's like
Yeah.
what becomes live action, what becomes maybe animated if they're still working with that same
Could you
studio that did Despicable Me,
Yeah, could you
Illumination.
imagine like a showdown between like Samus and like Crocomire or like Ridley or like one of those characters? That'd be so awesome.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can almost see Metroid being more of a series than a movie. I feel like there's a
Yeah.
lot of story and back story
Yeah.
and lore and all that you can't
Yes.
get done in 2 hours, right?
No. No, exactly. I tried to get into the Halo TV show. Did you ever see that?
No, no,
I
I
feel like
never
they did
played
a
the game, so I'm like, I don't
Oh,
know.
so it doesn't really matter. It's kinda like me watching Fallout.
because I just finished. We watched the last episode tonight of the series, so they left it open for season 2.
The
So
Fallout.
yeah, and I think
Yeah.
it's already been greenlit. But I do kind of want to watch maybe a Easter eggs video of things I missed because I didn't play the games to be like, oh, that's this. They
Right.
referring to this. And
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I watched about 4 or 5 episodes of the Fallout. I liked it. I don't know why I never just
There's like
I think
8 episodes. You got 2 left.
my TikTok brain gave up. What, this isn't 15 seconds? I'm out of here.
I am stoked for BioShock, whatever that's coming out. I don't know if it's a movie or it's a series, but
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. I need some BioShock. That'd be cool. There's so
definitely.
many good video game properties they could do stuff with. They just needed to get on it.
Well, I guess it all depends on, I guess, the studio that picks it up because we've seen good stuff come out and then terrible stuff. So it's like, how
That's
do you
true.
balance it? It's like we gave you the formula. If you're doing animated stuff, here's the Mario movie. If you want to do
Yeah.
live action but have cartoony people, watch the Sonic movies. Like use
Yeah,
that.
both those movies did really well. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed both those. They were good, family friendly, and fun.
And I guess also know when to make it a movie and when to make it a series. It might be translate better to that.
True that. That's why we don't get paid the big money, Russ. We don't make those decisions.
That is true.
Maybe we should. Nintendo, call us.
So I guess in other news, I've been working at the new house past couple days trying to get stuff done, and we had sheetrock delivered to the studio. Came in through the window to get the sheetrock up in there. I think I have a picture. I can.
From the window to the walls. I won't go
I won't
sing the
finish
rest
the
of it.
rest.
No, you can
Um,
use your imagination.
but I've been using a lot of or been doing a lot of basically grunt work, so to say. We're taking down walls and moving stuff, so I have to bring all the debris from the second floor down the stairs, out the backyard, and into the dumpster.
There you go.
So I'm like super sweaty because it's summer, right?
Yep, hot. At least you're not in South Carolina.
Right.
That's so friggin' radical. Is that your
So that
game room?
so that's game room there, and then to the side is
Oh,
2 storage closets we're gonna have. The door is gonna be in
wow.
the middle there. We're gonna have 2 doors that open up like like open into it. So it's like,
I like the noise you just
oh.
made. I hope they make that same noise.
Well, I told Steph I wanted to trigger a fog machine every time I open the door.
That would be incredible,
Laser
actually.
show.
What you need is doors from, like, Star Trek Enterprise where they just slide open.
Oh, like yeah, I could do pocket doors.
Yeah, that'd be so sick.
But we ran a bunch of Ethernet cable and I said plugs in the ceiling. So if I want to hook up a projector or disco ball or something, you got to plug in up there.
Yeah,
We're all
yeah.
set for that. And now I'm trying to
Did you get the hooks
run
for the swing?
for the planters. So I'm gonna have you
Nah, that's a jet.
plants.
Just never mind.
So I'm trying to run Ethernet throughout the whole house, and I've got it all in the game room, but we want to get it to you know Gwen's room down at the other side, and also our TV in the living room. So I'm trying to go up through the game room into the attic, and then across. But I'm gonna have to go into that attic space, and they only left like the smallest space to like climb into because it's between 2 joists. So that's as far as they can, make it.
Right.
And
It's
it
just gonna
gets
guarantee you stay skinny, Russ. It's all good.
right. And it's so hot up in there. So they said your best bet is to do it like early morning. And I can
Right.
only step on the trusses or whatever because then I'm gonna fall
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
floor. So I was like, let me get all the wires thrown up so I only have to go up there one time and
Right.
bring it to the bedrooms, bring it to our room, and then be done with it.
There you go.
So we'll see. All that's going on. But I mean, I feel like
That's exciting.
the game room's going to be done before the rest of the house. I assume so.
Wow.
At least with construction and all that. Whether we bring a whole bunch of stuff over there for the game room, I don't know because we're then trying to finish downstairs and get flooring, and
Yep.
we're still in the condos here. We got to finish that, so it's a lot going on.
It's a lot. I get it, man. Cool though.
Good stuff.
Absolutely.
What else? What else we got going on?
That's a good question.
Good question. Other than you selling your stuff.
Work's been going well.
Oh yeah, you switched back to.
Yeah, switched back. So I've been doing therapy again. Got tomorrow I'll be at the pool. That's been pretty fun going back to work there and seeing all my old friends. Um, let's see. School's about to start back, so I'm like trying to get my kids back to bed this week because my daughter's on a terrible schedule from summer and staying up to like 1, 2, and I'm having to like take her iPad at like 10 o'clock, and she's like, "Not my iPad," like so. Here it is. Like she can't have it. She's got to go to sleep. I got to now where I just unplug the internet when I'm sick of saying turn it off.
Oh, there you go.
Just unplug the internet because the internet is in my room, and she's like, "Dad," and I'm like, "Sorry, told you to turn it off."
I seen someone post up, was kind of curious. I'll have to remember this, but they made a nice little chart and it said, today's Wi-Fi password will be revealed after XX and X are done. So
That's
they so
genius.
they change it. It's like, all right, take out the trash, clean your room, and then they give them the Wi-Fi password, and then they'll change it the next day. So then they can't
That's a
use it.
lot of work, but that's cool.
Yeah, things to look forward to for me.
That's right, buddy. That's right. Your kid's gonna be perfect. I already know it. So straight A's, Stanford, you know, Dean's List.
We'll
You
see. We'll
gotta
see.
teach yourself how to do everything. And
She's probably gonna have a really big, successful YouTube channel, and
that's right. Make you
I'll
proud,
be a
Dad.
guest. I'll be a guest on her show.
That's right. Gwen Station. The Gwen Station.
Oh, it was so funny that we heard. So the town we're moving to is like a farm-ish town, and
Yeah.
we heard there's a way to get like a tax break if you have like a farm stand, right? Selling
Okay. Like
stuff.
like a produce stand. So like
Right.
Rusty Man's produce stand.
So I was like,
It's a new channel.
come on over for Russell's Brussels.
I love it. I love it. Dude, that's so good.
So who knows? Maybe I'll start farming some stuff.
Russ, it wouldn't surprise me if you did.
Russell's Brussels. I forgot what I had for Gwen. Gwen's something. What
You
did it
could like
start
start
with a G?
a chicken farm, Gwen's Hens.
So who knows? Coming soon. Maybe we'll be farming with Russ. Oh, and side note, what was I doing? I was trying to set up I got to set up all our bills for the house. So I was calling like the cable company, not the cable company. We're getting electricity or whatever.
Right,
And
like the electric company.
again, it happened with the lady reading back, and she's like, "All right, we have your email here, Rusley Man 81." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, that's it, sure."
Oh, man. So, am I mistaken? The first time you ever called Rusty Man was when Chris called you that, NES Complex, when you were here in South Carolina? Or
It
was
might
it already it?
it might have been.
'Cause I remember him saying Rusty Man, and I was like, "That's so funny. I never thought of that."
Because the
So it
very
is
first
Rus
time I know was when I was on the TV show Silent Library for MTV.
Oh, they called you Rusty Man on that?
So I forgot if I was talking in person, but again, it came down to my email, and she's like, "Yeah, your email, Rusley Man," and I was like, "It's my name, Russ, and then Lyman, not Rusley and then the man." I was like, so,
Oh, man.
but
Yeah,
like after that, like I don't think I told anyone or whatever. It's just a funny coincidence. And then, yeah, Chris from NES Complex is like, "Yeah, Rusley
he's
Man."
he's just a character, so yeah. Oh, man.
So I did have one of my other friends who works at Retro Games Plus call me Sly Man, like
Sly Man. Yeah.
like slime man, like instead of Lyman, like Slime Man.
Slime and like slime or sly?
Right. So I think more like slime, right?
Slime Man, Slyman, or Sly Man, if you're a Sly Man,
So
I don't know. It's a
so who
great
knows?
last name. I can't do anything fun with Crouch, except get
Yeah,
called Crotch.
guess so.
That's it. That's all I can do.
Oh, in other news too, I ended up going to a local art supply store in Plainville, Connecticut. They're called uh, Blick, Blick Art
Weird.
Supplies,
It's a weird
which
name.
um, my buddy Tom Ryan, again, comes up channel a lot. He's the one that designed the graphics that go on the side of my car. we work a lot with other stuff, helping me out with things. And he's like, "Oh, I used to work there. Was to reach out to them." I was talking to him about maybe doing a repaint job on the M cart. And
Yep.
so he's like, "I'll reach out to them." And they actually said they would sponsor the project. So they donated a bunch of spray paint and markers to us for free to
No
like
way.
paint the car. And, we're going to shout them out. And in September, they have a little art show. So I'm going to bring the car by and show it off
Sick.
there.
That's
But
cool, man.
we only have month almost now till Retro World Expo where the car is going to be on display. So it's going to be more of a in progress project where
Gotcha.
my car is right now red, white, and blue. So we're going to do the red section first, and you can kind of get an idea of how it's going to turn out because we're painting it and using different shades of red to like highlight, and then we're going back with like black marker and tracing certain things so it almost looks like a comic book.
Right.
But then we're going to showcase like, hey, this project is still ongoing, and if you want to help support the project and do a donation, I
Yeah.
have magnets with the car on it. I got stickers
Yeah.
with the car on it. So I'll try to raise some money because I do want to get new vinyl graphics, and those cost a couple $100 to get
Yeah.
those put on. So we'll see. He sent me some screenshots of him redesigning it. He almost made them look a little more, I guess, angry, you could say, on the side graphic
Okay.
there. I'll give you a quick preview here. He did kind of
S
two versions of it, but something like this right here.
Oh, yeah, yeah, they look almost more like, lifelike, almost like, Mad TV or Mad Magazine-esque.
And then he did this one where they're kind of like laughing and
Oh, that
smiling.
looks kinda creepy, actually.
But I was like, they don't have any eyes. And he's like, well,
They're
because they're
soulless.
closed. And I'm like, yeah, I get that, but like I want to see the eyes in it.
Why are their eyes closed, though?
Because they're like, like when you laugh really hard, your eyes shut and you're
Uh,
like, ha ha ha,
ah,
I guess.
I never thought of that.
So we'll see. He's kind of tweaking that design. That's the one that's just sitting on the side of my car. And currently I have like this checkered flag that kind of goes up and down the car. And we're like, we
Yep.
might get rid of that and just use paint. As I said, we're using like a multitude of colors. They gave us uh, a pretty good bunch of paint. Like, let's see how many. I took a picture of like all the paint supplies. I was like, thank you so much. Like, this would have cost a fortune.
Holy moly, yeah, dude, that's crazy.
So the color that we had chosen for the red part, it's called
Not
ketchup.
ketchup, that's great.
So we got a different couple reds. He's even got some like neon pinks he think might be cool as like a shine or an accent, just like psst.
Yeah, yeah,
So we're gonna be obviously filming the whole thing. So I will have a video of the transformation. But it won't be fully done. I think the timeline we said we'll get the red done so people can kind of see it for Retro World. Then after that, we will work on the white and the blue, and that's when we'll remove the graphics, get it down to bare bones, sand everything back, do the do those two colors, and then clear coat like the whole
right,
car so it stays nice.
yeah,
Just because now with the new house, I'll have the garage and I could put the car in the garage, so it's not
yeah,
going to be weathered and all that.
that's cool, man. I can't wait to see the finished product,
Yeah,
and
as
very
soon
cool
as
you guys got
Monday.
somebody to sponsor it, that's rad.
Yeah, he was like, I've worked there, and people brought projects there before that were like terrible
You
almost or whatever.
yeah,
Like this will never, and they're like, yeah, sure, here's like whatever. So
right, well, that's
at
cool.
least with me, he's like, you're gonna get promotion on his YouTube channel, and he
Yeah,
does
yep,
TikToks, and he
yep,
goes to car shows and conventions, and hopefully it drives people maybe to check out the art supply store. And
the
I think they are a nationwide art supply blick,
okay, that's cool.
but this one is, the one that's sponsoring us is just in Connecticut. So
I'm gonna have to look up. That's an interesting name.
I
Wonder if
guess
it
the I
stands for
guess the
something.
owner was Dick Blick.
What a great name.
I was like, oh, okay.
It
So
reminds me of the pen company, Bic.
yes,
Dick Blick
no relation.
signed it with a Bic.
So that's what's happening this summer here on the Warp Pipe Wednesday.
That's it.
School's going back, working on house stuff, car stuff,
Selling crap.
selling stuff.
Yep.
So let
But
us
we're
know in the
still here.
comments, what movies you seeing, concerts you going to. Are you going to any game conventions? Are you going to come out to Retro World Expo? Let us know. Be cool.
I like it.
I guess you could call in if you want. We do have a
Yeah,
phone
yeah.
number.
No, we're not gonna push
So
it though.
it's there.
Don't. As a matter of fact, don't call 949-682-9277. That's 949-682 warp. Sorry, Russ. Just always want to do that.
Put it in your phone, save it. Thought comes in your head.
That's
Give us
right.
a buzz. Give us a buzz.
Shoot us a text.
You could. Yeah, text does come through. So I mean I can copy the text and put it up on screen. Check out the weeklywarpipe.com for everything else. We got shows all up there that you can check out all the past shows. We got merchandise up there you can purchase. And a quick shout out to our top Patreons. We got Dan and Nicole's Treasures Untold, Joe Sheevy, Trace Livinggood, Samantha Chang, Rodney Torres, Retroholic 16, and Austin Mills for supporting the show. You guys rock. Much appreciate it. And that about wraps it up for this here. Be sure to check out our channels too. Me and Jay have separate channels on YouTube. Russ Lyman, check out my things. I am putting out a video where I went to the Rose Bowl swap meet when I was in California. So that video should be out now on the channel. And Jay's
Nice.
got a backlog of tons of NES content under NES Attic. So give us
That's
a
right.
subscribe on there. Say hi. Say I found you guys from the Weekly Warp Pipe. It'd be interesting to see some new faces on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, and also just nice to know who's listening.
Absolutely. Cool, guys. Thanks so much for jumping in the warp pipe with us. And we'll see you on the next level.